this video, we will take a look at the eligibility criteria for external applicants of the YPP and how you can get started with your application. To be eligible for the YPP, you need to hold the nationality of a participating country, have a minimum of a bachelor's degree or at least a 3-year equivalent degree in a field of study that is relevant to the exam subject, be 32 years old or younger by the end of the exam year, and be fluent in either English or French in all 4 elements including reading, writing, speaking, and understanding. To confirm eligibility, you must provide copies of your passport or valid identification document issued by a state authority. This document should exhibit your name, birth date, and nationality, as well as a clear photograph.
You must also provide documentation of your university degrees reflecting the field of study selected in the YPP application, such as diplomas or university transcripts, with your application for consideration.
YPP examinations are usually announced each year around June. Applying for the YPP examination is essentially the same as applying for any job at the UN. To get started with your application, you first need to create an account on Inspira if you do not already have one set up. Go to inspira.un.org and click on the Create Account Here link in the Applicant to the UN section. Please note that the information in this video can also be found in a downloadable guide from the UN Careers page. You may follow the application process by activating the accessibility features in Inspira or the UN Careers portal on the lower right-hand side of the page. After clicking on the Create Account Here link, the Enter Registration Information page will appear. Here, you will be asked to complete the external applicant registration screen. Be sure to use an email address that you check regularly, as this is how you will be notified of the progress of your application and if you are invited to take the exam. Then, click on Register.
Once you have created your account, you will be able to log into Inspira using the system-generated user ID and password you created. After logging in, you will see the homepage of Inspira. Note that accessibility features and a chatbot option are available on the lower right-hand side of the page. The chatbot can help you with basic questions about the YPP exam. Search for a YPP job opening by entering YPP in the job search section of the Inspira homepage and clicking on the search button. The YPP job opening can also be found on the UN Careers portal. The site includes accessibility features and has a dedicated YPP section found at the bottom of the homepage.
For more information, in addition to the YPP Careers page, you may watch our YPP FAQ video series and follow the official UN Careers pages on social media. In this video, we will show you how to create your application for the Young Professionals program. Please note that the information in this video can also be found in a downloadable guide from the UN Careers page. You may follow the application process by activating the accessibility features in Inspira on the lower right-hand side of the page. Before you apply, please read the job opening text and review the eligibility requirements, especially the education requirements for the specific exam area you are interested in. To start your application, click on the Apply Now button directly from the job opening page or create a draft application by going to the My Applications page at the top of the screen and following the application instructions. Begin your application by completing the job requirements page. Respond to the screening questions. It is recommended that you save your application often using the Save button to avoid losing your progress. Click Next to move to the Education and Languages page. In the Education and Languages page, click Add Education Details. A pop-up box will appear where you can add more details about your educational background. You should include your main course of study and field of study. Important, do not select Other. Please select the field that is closest to your actual degree from the drop-down menu, and then enter its accurate title in the Additional Comments field.
Be sure to include all the degrees that you have achieved. Remember, only a bachelor's level degree is required. But if you have higher degrees, be sure to include them in your application. When finished, click Save. Next, in the Languages section, click Add Languages. As mentioned, you must be fluent in all 4 elements of language in English or French. You can indicate all languages you have proficiency in. Be as accurate as possible, as language proficiency may be verified in later stages of the exam. Also, remember to include your mother tongue and native languages. When finished, click Save.
Click Next to move to the Work Experience and References page. Click on Add Work Experience. Enter your employer details. Remember, no work experience is needed to meet the basic eligibility requirements. However, relevant work experience may be used to rank candidates, depending on the volume of applicants per country. When describing your work experience, please be precise and succinct. All experience, including internships and part-time work, may be counted, so please be sure to include any experience relevant to the exam area. Continue to fill out the Work Experience section. Click on Add Reference to provide 3 references. Click Save, then next to move on to the Motivation Statement section. The Motivation Statement section gives you a chance to highlight why you want the position and what skills you can bring to the UN. Click Next to move on to the Other Information page. The information you input in this page will help confirm your YPP eligibility. In the Attachments section, do not forget to attach a valid ID, such as a passport, and degree documentation, such as a transcript or diploma.
Finally, be sure to carefully complete the Personal Information section on your nationality. Enter the nationality that will be considered for YPP purposes in the Country of Nationality field. Remember, only nationals of a participating country are eligible. You will see there are also fields for you to enter your nationality at birth and other nationalities. These are not considered for YPP screening. If you have dual nationality, think carefully about which you list as your country of nationality for your YPP application, as nationality is one of the eligibility criteria to participate in the YPP program. Click Next to move to the final page of the application. Review and submit. Scroll through to review your application. A few more things to remember. You cannot modify your application once it is submitted. You cannot submit an application to more than one exam area, or both applications will be disqualified. When ready to finalize your application, click on the Submit Application button. Remember that you will receive updates on the progress of your application and invitation to take the exam via email. So be sure you create your account with an email you check regularly. If you are invited to take the exam, you will receive more information about the exam structure and format, the online testing platform, and guidance on how to prepare for the exam. The United Nations does not charge any fees at any stage of the YPP application, examination, and evaluation process. Please beware of for-profit companies that sell services related to the UN YPP. Companies offering YPP-related services of any kind are in no way supported or endorsed by the United Nations.
For more information, please visit the YPP Careers page at careers.un.org, view our FAQ video series, and be sure to follow the official UN Careers pages on social media.